Just while we wait for a few more people to log on, just in case you don't know who I am, my name's Adam. I work in the customer service team at Love Home Swap. I'm the customer service team leader, and I've been at Love Home Swap for about 4 years now, just a bit longer than 4 years, and very, very happy to still to be here, and so excited to host this second Love Home Swap Labs. Chris, our marketing and tech lead, did the first one last month, in September, and I'm very excited to share with you the stuff that we've been working on, what's coming up, what you can look forward to. And I'll do that. We'll get started properly in a couple of minutes or so, just so everyone's had time to log in. How is everyone today? A few more people joining on. We'll give it maybe just another minute, just to let people log on to the web, and see where we are. Just while we wait for that, let me just, in case any of you aren't members of Love Home Swap, I'll just give you a bit of an overview of who we are. Maybe you just clicked onto this because you wanted to find out a bit more. So we are a travel company. We were founded in 2011, and you might be familiar with the concept of home swapping from the film The Holiday. That's basically where our founder got the idea for Love Home Swap from. So we do home swaps. She was on a very stressful resort holiday in the Caribbean with her 2 young children, and hotel rooms, they're just so small. She thought it'd be so much better if I had a full house that I could use here. So we started out as a small team in London. There was a point where it was just around someone's kitchen table. We didn't have a proper office, but present circumstances aside, usually we'd be in our head office in London, and we also have teams in Cork in Ireland and Albufeira in Portugal as well. But for reasons I don't really need to go into, we're all working from home at the moment. So I'm coming to you live from London. We've got quite a few people online now, so I'll just start now, just to stop people from having to wait too long. So what is LHS Labs? Basically, it's a live session that we want to bring in on Facebook every few months, every couple of months or so, just so that we can update you on what we're doing and let you know, what you can look forward to in the coming months from Love Home Swap. So, as I said earlier, the first one was in September, and it was hosted by the lovely Chris Watson, who's our marketing and tech lead. And it's just a chance for us to share what we've been up to, and you'll see different faces of the Love Home Swap team each time. We want to do these regularly, and with as many different people from Love Home Swap as possible, so you get a chance to see all of us. And it's been a busy few months, so we just wanted to keep you updated with what we've been working on, and we've had a lot of feedback from you all over the past few months that you wanted to be updated regularly with what you can expect from us at Love Home Swap. So we wanted to put in these sessions to share any updates that we can. We have received feedback, especially after the last LHS Labs video, that it would be great if we could share some demos of the new features that we're chatting about. Unfortunately, because of the way that Facebook Live works, it isn't possible for me to show my camera and also share a screen with you all. So unfortunately, there won't be any demos in this session of the new features that I'm going to talk about, but they will be live on our blog as soon as possible. We're going to make sure that we add videos of the features that I'm going to mention on the blog. So do keep your eyes peeled for that, and we will also include links to that in our digest, I believe, at the weekend, just so you don't miss it. So I'll just move into the updates now. So first off, we want to talk about some trends that we've seen recently on the website. So we found that since the last LHS Labs in September, members are swapping locally, mostly within country. and they're generally swapping for longer. So we have found that some people are swapping, and they're not necessarily doing anything they would normally be doing on a holiday, but perhaps they're working from home, but in someone else's home, just for a change of scene. So that's been quite common. We've also found that swaps are being organised less far in advance. So people aren't taking as long to agree a swap, and that we assume is because of local lockdowns and restrictions that are coming into effect quite quickly. The rules are constantly changing, so people are trying to keep ahead of that by agreeing trips at quite short notice. We've also seen an increase in domestic travel and members swapping closer to home. So we know that international travel has been tricky, especially as of late. So we've found a lot of people are tending to swap within countries. And there has been some uncertainty around about what's going to happen in 2021. But we do know that people are agreeing trips for farther ahead in 2021, or in the summer even. And part of that we believe is because of the vaccine, the news that we are very soon to have a vaccine, hopefully, fingers crossed. And here at Love Home Swap, it's such a ray of hope. We're going to keep all of our eyes on it and see the developments, and hopefully it means travel in 2021 will be a lot more normal than it has been this year. But I want to chat about some new features that we're going to bring on the website. And as I said before, unfortunately, I'm not able to show you how these work or any demos of them, but do check back on our blog on Love Home Swap, and you'll be able to see these in action, basically. So we've recently we're soon to be introducing a system where you can reply via the email notification that you receive in your inbox. So if you are a member of Love Home Swap, you will be aware that every time you receive a message on the website, we send an email to you to let you know that you have a new message from another member of the website. And previously, what would happen if you just replied within your email browser to that message, what would happen is the email would come right back to the customer service team, and we would let you know that you needed to log on to the website to actually send that message. But now it's live. You are able to respond simply from within your web browser. So if you use Hotmail, Gmail, anything, you can just reply to the actual notification itself, that email. You don't need to log on to the Love Home Swap website, and that's live now. And we're really excited about this because you can just reply directly from your email inbox. You don't need to log in, and we hope it's going to make replies a lot quicker, and it's going to improve response rates on the website as well. And hopefully that will mean it takes less time to organize a swap, which we think, that's a great thing, because we know that people are organizing swaps at quite short notice. So we want to make it as speedy as possible. And we've also introduced a request a call system with the customer service team. I'm just going to take a drink of water here. So this is a new system that we've introduced. Basically, we know that we're an international company. We have members all across the globe, and due to our working hours as we're based in Europe, it's sometimes quite tricky for us to get a hold of you, or vice versa if we're trying to reach you on the phone. So we have a new system whereby you can book in a call with a member of the customer service team. If we aren't able to reach you, we'll send you an email, and you can request a particular member of the customer service team that you want to chat to, or you can leave it open. And you can also book a time directly into our calendar so that we know we can reach you, and you can reach us at that time. It's a time that will be easier for you, and we're super excited about that because it means that we won't be playing phone tag all the time. We will be able to catch you exactly when you want to be called and when you have time to talk to us. If you do book a call with us, you'll also be sent a calendar reminder and a notification email before that, just to make sure that you are aware that we're going to give you a call soon, and also you could rearrange if it's not a convenient time. We're also exploring other ways that we can communicate with you. Primarily we use email and phone, but we're looking at things in the future, hopefully in 2021, different ways that we can chat to you, possibly including WhatsApp. And if you think that would be convenient for you, you'd like the idea of us using WhatsApp, do let us know. that would be great. We'd love to have your feedback on that. Third update is that we're almost about to release a really big feature that we've been working really hard on for months and months, and we're super excited about it. We're soon to be releasing a brand new help center. So what that means, it'll combine our existing FAQs and some blog content, as well as loads more new content. That basically is a one-stop shop for any information you have about any information that you want to have about home swapping. So it's really amazing. You have a search bar at the top, and you type in your question or general topics that you want information about, and it'll suggest articles for you to read. And it's got so much more information than our existing FAQs. And we do hope that it's going to make, if you have a question, you don't need to reach out to the team. You can find your answer straight away on the website. Like I said, the content is searchable, so it's going to be super easy to navigate, and it's all going to be in one place. So at the moment, we have our blog, which has some amazing resources on it and some great content, some great how-to guides that let you know how to swap and a bit more about home swapping. And we also have our FAQs, and they sit in two different parts of the website. So this is all going to be in one place. It's going to be searchable. And you also will be able to provide feedback on the articles. So if you find an article is really good, you can give us a thumbs up on that piece, so we know we're doing the right thing, we're on the right track. And you can also give us a thumbs down if you feel that it doesn't answer your question, because obviously we want to be endlessly improving, making sure it's super clear for you all. So if you press the thumbs down on any article, it'll give you the option of letting us know why you feel it's not clear. And then that way we can improve it. And, hopefully it just means that anything you need to know, it'll all be in this one help center, which we're going to continually add to, particularly as the situation with travel develops and, we look into 2021 and what's happening with lockdown restrictions maybe, or vaccinations across the globe. And we'll be, continually updating that. The last thing I'd like to update you on, just before I move into some questions that we've received ahead of this LHS Lab session, is we're really looking at our referral system. So at the moment, you can use Mention Me on the My Account page to refer a friend that you have to the website. So you just send them an email or a message in Facebook Messenger. You can share a link with them, and you'll get 3 months free for every friend that you refer, and they'll get 25% off their first year membership price. But we want to explore maybe newer ideas about what would be more rewarding for our existing members and for new members who are coming to the website for the first time. And as always, we would love your feedback on any ways we could improve that referral system. Anything that you think would be more valuable to you as a member than 3 months on your membership or anything like that, your feedback is always welcomed. And I'm just going to move on to some questions that we received when we shared a Google form a couple of weeks before this LHS Lab session. And we just asked some of our members and anyone who's on our Facebook page if they had any questions about what we're doing, what's coming up, what they can expect. So I'll just run through some of those now. So we had a question: how do you protect member privacy from non-members who can view the site? So basically what that question asker was saying was that they were concerned about the information that's available to people who aren't on the aren't members of the website. They can just go on our website and view their home. It's a really good question. Obviously, the safety of our members is paramount to us, and we want to make sure you're super comfortable with any information that you add to the website. So we've actually changed up how our website looks to non-logged in users. So if somebody isn't on a membership with us and they're not logged into their their membership account, they won't be able to see all of the features on your property listing. So they won't be able to see where your home is on a map. They'll just have general location information. They won't be able to see any reviews you have, either as a guest or a host. And they won't be able to receive information about your area. So that's your neighborhood section. We wanted to make sure that only members who had an LHS login were able to see all of that information. So you had more control over what information was public and what information was private. We also had a few people asking how we're improving our search experience. So we've been running loads of user testing in our product team to find the best way to present the key information to you from the search page itself without having to, properly click into each home listing, click the back button to go back to the search. So we've really been improving our search cards, which are basically how each home is displayed in the search results in those little squares there. So we're including more of the important details up front. So we want to have the review star rating, so you know what other members have thought of the home and also of those members as guests. We also want to put more important details like the location of the home and the amount of bedrooms, bathrooms, and their response rate to messages on the website. We want to put those right up on the search results so that you don't need to click into each listing every time. We're also focusing on making search more mobile friendly. We know that a lot of people will not log into their laptop to view the site. They'll be doing it on their phone when they're on the go. So we really want to improve that mobile experience, and we want to make it super simple to add and remove filters from the search page when you're on your mobile device. We also recently introduced an image carousel to the search results. So basically what that means is instead of clicking onto a home listing to view all the images, you can click the arrows from the search results themselves and see all of the images that that home has. We've also recently introduced a local travel hub. We know from the trends of home swapping in the past few months that people are swapping more domestically. They're swapping within their own country, within their own region. And so we wanted to make it super simple for you to have access to the best homes locally. And it'll show you, different homes in different categories depending on what you're looking for. I definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't already. We're also working on, incorporating response rates into the search results so that it's easier for you to find the top responders who'll get back to you, at a quicker rate. We had another question: what are we doing to combat rentals on the website? So, the customer service team remove any references to rentals from a home listing if we see that. So, if somebody is trying to add an external link to Airbnb or a different rental platform and they've popped that in their property description, we will remove that when we see it, and we will follow up with the person who's added that just to let them know that renting is against our terms and conditions. And, our site is for home swappers. They're not interested in renting a home. And if they were, they wouldn't be searching for that on our platform. If you do feel that somebody's trying to direct you to renting their home rather than, swapping it for points or for time in your home, then do get in touch with the customer service team at info@lovehomeswap.com, and we will get in touch with them. Sometimes we think people just aren't aware of the terms and conditions, and we can always reach out to them just to fully explain. But we haven't seen an increase in property listings with mentions of rentals since COVID affected travel. We haven't seen any more people adding rental links or declining requests because of that reasons, but we are reviewing that closely as we go on. We have also been asked, would you be able to have a specific page for long-term swaps for members? So anything from 2 months to 12 months. We think this is a really good suggestion. So we're looking at ways to better tailor our website to the current changes in travel. Like we said at the beginning with our trends, we know that people are swapping to work from home, and they're also looking at longer term travel so that they stay somewhere else for a longer period of time. We definitely want to try and incorporate that into the website so that people who are searching for that longer term swap are able to find it. However, in the meantime, we do have Facebook groups for swap discussions, so you can look into how we incorporate that in long-term swaps as part of that. Following on to the next question, how are we dealing with members that are poor at replying to messages? Well, we launched response rates in the summer. We added those to each person's property listing so that you can see if they're a top responder, an excellent responder, a good responder. You have an idea of how quickly they're going to get back to you. Now, it's important for us to stress that that's the first version of response rates. We are going to continually change that and improve it as we see, how it works over time. So we've also added a reply via email for swap requests, as I said earlier. So we're hoping it's going to be easier to respond to your messages just within your emails, and we think that will increase response rate because you're not having to log into the website. You can do it straight from your phone, or we know people, if they're working from home, they're checking their emails all day, so they can really quickly get back to somebody. We're also working on better presenting response rates in the search results themselves, so you can see from the search results page without clicking in, that person's responder status. And we have loads of ongoing work with messaging throughout 2021. We're really going to focus on how we can improve, our members' inboxes and just make messaging super easy and make sure people are getting back to people quite regularly and timely. Last question here, how are we encouraging members to keep their calendars up to date? So we know it's a difficult time with COVID, and many members might not be sure, if new lockdown restrictions are coming into effect, or if their home will definitely be available, if swaps are booked quite far in advance. And it's partly for that reason that we've temporarily paused Instant. It's not possible to add any instant dates to your calendar now because we felt that it was a tricky time to be able to guarantee that those instant dates would definitely be available. That's something we're going to look at in 2021. We're going to revisit because we know instant was a really popular feature. But at the moment, we have paused it just so that people have a bit more control of their calendar, and they can regularly update it. We're looking at ways to incentivize filling in your profile fully. So, we want to encourage people to update their calendar regularly, and we're looking at what sort of incentives we can bring in to make that work for our members. That's all the questions that we received for this LHS Labs. If you do have any questions, of things that we're bringing in the future or just anything about the website, do please let us know. We'll always share a Google form before these sessions, just so that we have a chance to get your questions in. We can answer them for you. We want to keep you updated constantly, especially during this difficult time. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for now. We're going to make this available on our blog and on our social media channels so that those who couldn't tune in right now, they're able to look at it later on. And we also want to make these more regular, regular sessions. We are constantly improving and working on things that we want to bring about on the website, and we want to make sure that we keep our community updated. So keep your eyes peeled for more LHS Labs coming, especially in 2021. And if you do have any questions at the moment, do write them in the comments, and we'll make sure we get back to you either over Facebook, or if you are a member of the site, we can always drop you an email or give you a call. But thank you so much, everyone who's tuned in. It's been really lovely letting you know what's coming up with Love Home Swap, and I look forward to chatting to you again soon. I hope you all have a good day. Bye-bye.